So I made a mistake a while ago and sold my Singer 301. Now I only got it because it came in a consignment with all of the remaining cams, blue and yellow, for the Singer zigzag attachment. And that was the first time I'd seen the whole complete set at a reasonable price. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll just buy a 301 and I can sell it on afterwards because the price was super great. However, I realized that I absolutely adored sewing on a featherweight again, because I used to have my 222K, and because I do make a lot of shirts and stuff, I really like the featherweights for working on very precise work, the control. So I decided to invest in another 301, though it cost me more than the original one, which was sort of irksome. It's my own fault for just not saying, no, I'm not going to sell this once I put it up on Kijiji. However, here we are, and this is my currently operating 301. So I'm going to show you a bit of how it works sewing a shirt. 1 second. So here I am putting on the placket for the sleeve. Oops. Go back. And checking it flat now. Any problem? Left my thread snippers in the other room, so I just grab these handy ones. And number 2. Okay, snip, snip. So we'll zoom out to normal so that you can actually see what's going on. So I have now stitched this. This is from the right side. That's the wrong side. And it's a matter of clipping this and then pressing it around the right way. Okay. That's good. And then on to the next. Now to the iron. So now we have the placket pressed, and it's just a matter of edge stitching it. Of course, this straight stitch foot makes really easy. You can see that a bit better, I think. Perfect. Okay, one down, one more to go. From the back side, looks good. Right, plackets are done. And see, second one, absolutely fine. Could have used, I suppose, the thread I was used for the top stitching on that, but that's fine by me. Looks good. So now on to the gathers. Okay, so I have folded the pleats in and switched the thread. You can see I'm using this horizontal spool holder, which it's not necessary strictly speaking, but this King Tut thread is quite heavy, so it runs more smoothly running horizontally, so it just ensures that you get better stitch quality. And since that's what these machines are all about, the best stitch quality, there's absolutely no reason not to use my horizontal spool holder. So I got this on the internet. It didn't cost very much, but it sort of mimics the ones that you get on the vintage FAF machines. So I thought I'll have one of those because they're a very good idea. So I'm just tacking down the pleats here before I attach the sleeve to the actual shirt. Just tidy up a few of the threads here without dangling. Don't want those. And this one. There we go. So that sleeve's ready. Oops. And then we'll tack these down. So this doesn't take long. Easy as pie. Just tidy up any stray threads because they tend to come and haunt you later on. And this thread here. And there. So those sleeves are now ready to be attached into the body of the shirt. So I shall line everything up and be back for more stitching. This, by the way, is the shirt, complete with collar. Needs a good pressing, but that's done. And that's what it's going to be attached into. Right. So shirt sleeves are pinned in. And I know Margaret Islander would say, "Ooh, you've used some pins." Yes, but I find a few pins is quite helpful with such a big and bulky package. But I will use her techniques for helping to ease in the fabric. So this is where I find it's quite helpful to pin sometimes. So, get that under there with about a 5/8 inch seam. Good. Get the needle down, back up. Now I need to get in the position here. So, so because of all the curves, this is naturally wanting to not line up. So that's where sticking your hand underneath to keep it, which is not helping you to see much in the video. So I might just have to change positions. So one moment. So off we go. Pin out. Now we've got a lot of sleeve to ease in, so what I'm going to do is spin this over because it will make it a lot easier. Let feed dogs do the walking rather than me. Oops. Reverse the pins around for a moment. Off we go. Rid of that. And now we just have to make sure that we ease that in to the center, which is going to be quite a challenge by the looks of it. Might need to do some seam clipping here to get this to fit better. That's distinctly better now. Okay. Off we go. Magic. So now we just have to do the other side. Let's see how much we have to achieve the same. So same problem, not even close. So I think a bit of sensible clipping should give us a bit more stretch. And hopefully that will now ease in without really any problem. Oops, foot slipping off the pedal. My legs are very long, so I've actually got a cardboard box under the bottom of here to allow me to put my feet beyond the treadle. It's not working very well, so I need to improve it. It's better than not, because I can stick my feet against the wall, but where they're so not crunched up to the sewing machine. So I'm almost perfect on that. I've got a few gathers that I need to fix. So this happens sometimes. That's really not a problem. I'll just unpick those and ease them in, and it'll be perfect. So I'll continue on with the other side, which will hopefully be a little bit easier now that I've been through the pain the first time around. So remembering to put the sleeve on the bottom rather than doing it wrong like I started with. So you want to feed dogs to feed it. So we've got these pins in the wrong way again. So if you imagine, we just reverse these round, lining up the dots. Okay, so all being well, it should be pretty good. Oops. Didn't leave the needle in the fabric. That doesn't really help us much, does it? So that needs to be eased in a bit. So let's follow Margaret Islander's rules and do this like she says, rather than the way I did it, which got puckers. I think that will work better. What a surprise. Follow these experts and get it right. So this one is going to work a lot better. Just leave that there, get my pull that back so it lines up. Oops, have to be careful not to do that. And then now we're coming down the other side. Let's see how we do here. Okay, so we've got a lot to fit in there on this side, which is what caused us lots of problems last time. So I can finish stitching across the top, and then we've got to figure out how to get this all eased in. So I think I'm going to need to do clipping again. There's no way that's going to fit otherwise. And then we'll take this pin out because that'll ease some of the burden a bit. Let's see, so that automatically fits a lot better once you ease that out. There. This is one thing I wish I were a little less clumsy at, but I have always managed it in the end. Just getting it to cooperate initially is always a little bit of a challenge. The needle down there. Okay, now we're coming to the end. This is probably torturing all of you, but at least you can see sometimes it's very fun. Coming to the end, and it's going to look okay, so, and from the other side, a little snip, and let's see if this one came off without a hitch. Yeah, that one's perfect. So, it does work. You just have to not make the mistake of doing that mess on the other side. So, there you go. Fewer pins, and just do it the way Margaret Islander says. Get your hand underneath and shove it through. So I need to fix the gathers in here, which are a couple, ease them in, which is not really much of a problem, and then it will all be perfect.